you want to speak to someone on the editorial side of Edge?
Yes, please.
Just a moment then, please.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, is that Mr. Brooks?
Yeah.
Hello, my name's Alan James. I don't suppose it's the sort of thing you're used to dealing with, but basically, to cut a long story short, my son has posted a comic strip on his wall, which he tells me came from your magazine. Have you got issue 50?
50, yeah.
There's no page number.
Okay.
I think it's about page 124. There's a comic strip. It's got a young lad with a dog. Now, would you like to look at the bottom right hand of the second page there and tell me what you see?
A dog being blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Presumably this is supposed to be funny.
Well, I don't find it funny, to be honest. Basically, they're supposed to be approved by, the publisher, which is not...
What, is it out of your hands or something?
Sometimes it is, because the artwork comes in very, very late, and...
But I mean, I was under the impression that you were captain of the ship there.
Yeah, but I don't see artwork for any of it.
Well, why not?
Because...
But I mean, you
look, just let me speak. We deal with all the pages that we write ourselves.
But so how can you possibly justify this?
Well, it's been running in all the other magazines, and it's been...
Which other magazines? I haven't seen it in any other magazines. Name them.
Computer and video games.
What, this particular advert has appeared in computer and video games? I'll be on the phone to them if it has.
Well, I think it has, anyway.
I don't have any complaint with the rest of the content of your magazine. I think it's excellent. To be honest, I've been flicking through it. It seems very authoritative. It's very nicely laid out. But this is disgusting. I don't think it's funny. It's disgusting.
It's a wind-up.
I'm sorry?
It's a wind-up.
No. I'm fairly wound up.
Well, what do you want to do about it exactly?
Well, I mean, you're a fairly influential magazine, aren't you? I would imagine there's, what, hundreds of thousands of people read this?
Not quite that many, no.
How many?
About 30,000.
About 30? Oh. Oh, you're practically a parish magazine.
Yeah, you could put it that way.
I mean, would you deliver it by hand? On a bike?
Yeah, basically I used to have a paper round, and on Saturdays I take the copies up myself.
This cartoon you've printed, you agree that it's disgusting, yes, but you printed it anyway? Why is that? Is your magazine like a prostitute that has to deal with clients that it doesn't really enjoy?
Like I said before, I didn't see the artwork.
You didn't see the artwork, okay. What, were you looking the other way when they brought it in or something?
They don't actually...
Well, you put blinkers on, is that it?
Look, if you got a point to make...
Yes.
You're going to waffle on.
No, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't...
I thought that you didn't just take adverts for anyone. I was rather under that impression. That was the impression I was under.
Yeah.
The impression that I was under.
Yeah, I do understand.
Right.
I'm busy. What do you want me to do?
Well, what do you know, your magazine has printed shocking, gory scenes of violence involving children and animals. What are you going to do about it, man?
Our magazine is not a kid's magazine.
Well, I've seen kids buying it. Kids with baseball caps on their heads sideways and puffy jackets. Horrible, hateful, Yankee little kids.
It's a free country, you know. It's not designed, it's not targeted at kids.
And what's with this stupid poster that fell out and hit me on the foot? It was rubbish. I was flicking through the rest of the magazine. It was so pompous I threw up. No, I threw up all over the magazine. Frankly, I couldn't tell the typography was so experimental. I couldn't really see.
Have you got a degree in shouting, or was it just a hobby of yours?
It's a hobby of mine. I reserve my finest shouting instincts for worthy causes such as yourself, Mr. Brooks.
I do have to go because I've got a lot of pages.
Well, you've got to fill out a smug letters page, have you? You want to write some smug captions to some smug piece of copy?
Alright, I've got to go anyway.
Why? Running away? Backing down?
No, I'm just getting a bit tired of this conversation because it seems to be a bit,
one-sided? One-sided, because I'm saying all the things of value.
You're saying everything.
Yes, and you're saying nothing then.
Well, what is it to be said?
Put 'em up, man! Come on, fight like a man!
I'm going now.
Well, you know, you can't just go. You've got to give me a countdown from 1 to 20.
Alright, 3, 2...
That's on 20, sir.
Bye. How long do you want to stay on exactly?
Well, as long until you cry.
Until I cry?
Yes, like a girl. I'm outraged. You've printed shocking, gory scenes of violence involving children and animals.
But we also derided exactly the same the same activity in a rival publication recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you do such a thing like that?
Because we were appalled.
You were appalled? Really? Oh, I'm sorry?
I don't read the Daily Mail.
No, I'm just sorry. Sorry that you print such a smug magazine.
Well, don't buy it again.
I don't buy it. I find it discarded by disgruntled children who find it speaks down to them.
Well, you've made your point.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Next time, I'll tell you what, I'll play some comedy sound effects, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be better.
That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? We have a laugh, don't we? Hey?
Well, yeah, it's quite amusing.
Yeah. Ah!
It's one of those dull, inane sort of radio shows that
Yeah.
you're into.
What, dull inane radio shows? All right then.
Right.
Yeah? All right then. Okay then. All right then, mate.
See ya.
Bye.